Hello and welcome back to the Ruthless Report. I'm your host, Lethal Lee, aka the Ruthless One, baby. How we doing, guys? It's great to be back. We just got done watching UFC 271 Adesanya Whitaker 2, and it was a great card, guys. I really enjoyed watching it. I didn't get to watch all the fights, and I'm only going to be discussing the main card and the results. I was very happy to see on the main card there was a fight that fell out. Forgive me, I'm slipping my mind right now, but I was very happy to see Hernandez and Moicano was moved to the main card slot. So that was very awesome. Good fight there, and we'll be getting into it. So let's just hop right in. First fight on the main card was, I believe, Bobby Green versus Nasrat Haqparast. So, guys, I made an initial prediction of Haqparast winning. I thought Haqparast was going to take him out. I really did. And boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Mr. Green, he has aged like fine wine, this guy. I thought he was over the hill. I'm thinking sitting here, okay, this guy's 35 years old. He's not as young as he used to be, obviously. He's not maybe as athletic. I'm over here doubting him. I got to be keeping it real and ruthless and raw, baby. And I really, really got it wrong, baby, when it comes to Bobby Green. The man was finessing in there. I mean, it was exciting to watch, guys. It really was. I thought Haqparast was the young lion and he was going to press him and he was going to land the overhand and he was going to do this and that. Nope. You're wrong, Lee. I was wrong, boy. Bobby Green was dancing. His boxing and footwork looked immaculate. This guy was sticking and moving like I've never seen before. His boxing was so crisp. I mean, let me tell you guys, his straight punches, I mean, I can't. Right now, in this moment right now, I'm losing my mind because I've never seen a punch this straight. You know what I'm saying? The punches was so straight, it literally just made my mind kind of freeze. You know what I'm saying? So this guy had the cleanest, straightest punches I have seen in quite some time. His footwork was immaculate. He was swiftly, pivoting when Haqparast would come into range, and Haqparast just couldn't get going. You know why? Because Bobby Green kept freaking jabbing him, switching stances, 1-2s, rolling under. I love the slick defense. I think Haqparast maybe landed a total of 4 left hands from that southpaw stance, that power hand. He didn't even land a right hook. He couldn't. Bobby Green was too elusive. Bobby Green was, this was the word of the fight, elusive. Bobby Green's middle name should be Bobby Elusive Green instead of King. I'm giving him the nickname right now, Mr. Elusive. He was in and out, cheetah. I mean, this guy was impressive to watch at the age of 35, boxing up a young lion who was 26 in Haqparast, a young killer. He was able to dismantle him, make him look very, very amateur. And just he's not on his level. Obviously, we saw that. He's not on the level of Mr. Green. Mr. Green's in a very interesting spot now, coming off of that huge knockout over Ali Quinta, and then giving this man a boxing lesson in Haqparast, who just lost to Hooker. But Hooker, is one of those guys where, he's a contender one day, and then he's, dare I say, a gatekeeper. I don't like to use that word, but he just hasn't scratched that top tier level yet, other than, his war with Dustin Poirier, but Hooker hasn't, really been a title contender, right? So he's fighting guys like Haqparast who are young and hungry and upcoming, and they can't get past him because Hooker is just so damn good. That being said, I would love to see, I don't know what Hooker's doing. Is he going to 45? Is he going to 55? But if I'm UFC matchmaker, baby, Bobby Green just came off a nice win of Haqparast. Hooker just beat Haqparast. Let's see Bobby Green and Hooker go at it. That's a great fight. And for both guys, they're both a little bit older, and I think that'd be a great fight to watch. I probably would give the edge to Green because he is just so damn elusive in there. So that was a great fight to watch. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the numbers here are crazy. Like, Bobby Green landed a total of 188 significant strikes to only 76 of Haqparast. I mean, that just tells you the whole fight right there. Green was getting off. His punches were crisp. He's dancing on him. His footwork was so swift. And Mr. Elusive Green looked real good. He's aging like fine wine. So shout out to Bobby Green. You did good. You looked phenomenal. And it was quite the performance to watch. I really enjoyed it. And great victory over a young lion in Haqparast. So moving on to the Hernandez and Moicano fight, I did say a parlay. My parlay, guys, you know, this is one thing you're going to get. I'm real raw and ruthless. So if I get it wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And my parlay, I got them all wrong, guys. So, you know, you live and you die by the sword. Excuse me, you live and you die by the sword. And I made some wrong picks, and I also made some really right picks, you know, that I'm not going to talk about because I'm only talking about the main card. I did predict some good finishes on the prelims, and I can only talk about the main card. I can't play favorites because that's what I said I'm doing. So is what it is. But if you go back and you watch my older video about the guys on the prelims, you will see that I got, you know, a fair share of them right. And moving on, you'll see that I got some more wrong and I got some more right. So this fight I got wrong. I thought Hernandez was going to take out Moicano. I was wrong. It was a very close competitive fight. Although I will say Moicano was definitely, dare I say, dominant, just dominating the octagon space, right? Moicano came out and took the center. And from that point on, we saw Hernandez using his footwork, kind of trying to go side to side with his lateral movement, trying to stick the jab. He had some very good low kicks, very good inside kicks that he was doing very effective with. And this was a very close fight, guys. You know, Moicano with the big takedown in round 1. And then in round 2, you know, they kept going at it. Moicano staying right there in the center, willing to exchange. Great strikes, great counter right hand he was throwing. And that's what did it, guys. They got into an exchange. Moicano slipped and ripped the right uppercut into a right straight, and then a nasty switch knee up against the fence to Alexander Hernandez. Alexander goes down. And, you know, just one mistake. That's all it takes, guys. And Moicano absolutely jumped on it. This guy's jiu-jitsu is elite. One mistake is all it took. Hernandez tries to get up. He exposes his neck, and then bam, Moicano sinks in the rear naked choke, pulls him back like a freaking crocodile in the jungle, and he just snatches home the submission victory via rear naked choke in round 2. It was so impressive. I'm very impressed with Moicano. We all know Jose Aldo, you know, knocked him out, but that's the past, baby. This guy is fucking leveled up. I mean, wow, this guy, after coming back from that is impressive, guys. So I'm really looking forward to Moicano now. I think he needs a few more fights to kind of cement his dominance in the lightweight division. It's a very deadly division. So I'm looking forward to see what he can do. His jiu-jitsu is elite. I would love to see him, you know, start taking these guys down and start choking them. You know, I think he's got great jiu-jitsu, and his striking is nothing to just not be talked about. You know what I'm saying? This guy had a vicious counter right uppercut into a nice right straight, and then following up with a nasty switch knee. So it was phenomenal to watch. I mean, I was sitting here freaking jumping and screaming like, oh, yeah! And it was awesome, man. So congratulations to Moicano, and it's back to the drawing board for Mr. Hernandez. Moving on. This was a pick that I got right, all right? So I'll pat myself on the back. You know what I'm saying? Former guy that was I used to train with, I had the honor of training with, shall I say, Mr. Jared Cannonier, a.k.a. the Killer Gorilla, took on Derek Brunson in a freaking the highest of high level of middleweight contendership fights. I mean, the only other biggest fight in the middleweight division was the fight on the main event on their card. These guys are going at it. Who wants the belt? And we saw who wanted the belt the most. The Killer Gorilla. He took it like I thought he would. He came in with the freaking ferocity. He came in with the freaking intelligence. This guy is so smooth in there, so smart, so coordinated, so calculated. This guy was doing everything right. And one thing about Killer Gorilla is you can't get hit by the guy. His power is demolishing. He connects. This guy can breathe on you and you'll fall over. You know what I'm saying? So this guy's a ferocious man. And Brunson, he did some good work trying to get what he could with the takedowns. He did get 3 of them. Cannonier got 1 of his own. And then it's back and forth, baby. It was close in the stand-up until it wasn't. Killa Gorilla with the finish, with the pimp slap. I mean, oh my goodness. I have never seen that in my life before. And it was electrifying. I'm talking, wow. It was mind-boggling. It was awesome. I'm so happy that he got it done. And damn, Izzy Adesanya versus Killa Gorilla? What are we doing here? That's a banger of a fight. And, we're going to talk about that a little bit more, but I'm so excited. We saw the call out from Jared Cannonier. He said, get that man right here, Dana. Look at me. I'm the guy. This is it. Don't tell me nothing. I'm coming for the belt, and I love to see it. It was amazing. I'm so ecstatic, and that's a great fight between Cannonier and Adesanya. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm so happy for him. The guy is coming for it all. 2 hungry lions. He's got power in both hands, power in both shins, and he's a dangerous man for Israel Adesanya to compete against. So kudos to Cannonier, kudos to Brunson. It was a hell of a fight. It was fun from the start to finish, from the beginning bell to the ending sequence. It was amazing to watch, and God bless both guys. It was a very, very fun fight. And I'm looking forward to see Jared Cannonier move up, and very interested to see where Brunson goes from here. That was a great middleweight fight. So moving on to the co-main event of the evening, these 2 men. Oh my Lord! You want to talk about power? You want to talk about dangerous? You want to talk about sneezing and someone might fall 50 feet away? I mean, holy shit. We had D. Lou, the Black Beast, taking on Bam Bam Tai Tuivasa. It was a crazy first round. These guys were swinging with ill intent, dare I say. It was very competitive. Honestly, it was so competitive. D. Lou was moving very nice on his feet. I was very surprised with how athletic he was. Not that I should be surprised. I've seen this man throw jumping roundhouse kicks against Francis Ngannou, but he's just so quick for a heavyweight, a man that came in at 266 pounds. It's very remarkable to see how freaking light on his feet he is. Anyways, Tuivasa, he was getting his just due in the fight. He was taking some big shots from D. Lou. D. Lou was handing them out, and credit to him, he was coming back with some of his own. And in round 2, I couldn't believe the finishing sequence. Up against the cage. They're grappling in the tie clinch, and Tuivasa in that tie clinch just showed the world he is elite on the inside in the tie clinch, guys. You can't let this guy get on the inside in the tie clinch, guys, because he will elbow your face off, and that is exactly what he did. It was a very competitive fight from both men, and wow, what a fight to see. The finishing sequence, Tuivasa with that inside tie, landing that big elbow. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. I saw D. Lou face plant, and I was like, holy shit. Oh, my God. What just happened? And that's what it is, man. One little mistake, your hand's not up, and bam, out goes the lights for D. Lou. And Tuivasa just made a massive jump up the rankings. He was ranked, I think, 9th. Lewis was ranked, I think, 3rd. And now, I mean, wow. If you're a matchmaker, it's like, whoa, what do we do with this guy, Tuivasa? This guy's bam and drinking chewies. I mean, this guy's a freaking fan favorite. Everybody wants to be drinking with Tuivasa. And wow, I mean, it's endless possibilities for this guy. So, I mean, who's he going for? Are they going to give him Cyril Gane next? I don't know. Are they going to just fast track him and let's see him go up against a champion in Ngannou? I mean, what are we doing here? So very, very many possibilities for Tuivasa now. Looking forward to see what D. Lou does next. Rooting for him. It was in Houston. It's 2 losses in his hometown. So it's got to be pretty tough to, be in the mind frame of that. And I wish him all the best. I want to see him come back if that's what he wants to do. Or if the knockout king chooses to retire, he had a great career. So I'm looking forward to see what D. Luke does next. And Tuivasa, I mean, this guy's really dynamic, man. I mean, this guy is a fan favorite, man. He's got the shoeies going. I mean, I'm just ecstatic for the guy. So I'm really looking forward to see what they do with both these guys next. And, it's going to be interesting. I think a good fight if I'm playing matchmaker again. I got my matchmaker hat on, right, guys? So I think I would give Tuivasa, not Cyril Gane yet. But, I mean, I don't know, guys. He's ranked up there now, so it's off to the races for him. So I'm looking forward to that. And then moving on, guys. Wow. This you want to know how good this fight is? I made a freestyle about this, guys, and I'm not good. I'm not good at rapping, but it was so damn good, I had to make a freestyle. So go check that out. That's on Lethal Lee's YouTube, my other YouTube channel, and give me your thoughts on that. But back to business. We keeping it real raw and ruthless in here. Adesanya and Whitaker 2 was a very different matchup than the first time, as we all thought it would be. Bobby Knuckles, he was doing good work. He had 4 takedowns. He thinks he won the fight. I have to humbly disagree with him. I saw Israel Adesanya. He got up every time. Bobby wasn't able to really capitalize with the takedowns. Adesanya was picking him apart with the leg kicks. The leg kicks was money in the bank for the style bender. His jabs, his 1-2s, so clean, so crisp. I mean, pinpoint. And credit to Bobby Knuckles, and we'll get into it. We're going to deep dive here, keeping it raw. He had a lot of success with his lead hand, with his lead paw, that jab, that left hook. He very much so popped Adesanya's head back quite a few times with that. But, like I said, the leg kicks was the deciding factor, in my opinion, for why Izzy won the fight. He just tore up that lead leg of Whitaker. And this is what I want to say about this fight in particular. It looked to me that Mr. Whitaker wasn't firing his right hand a whole lot. So I don't know if there was an injury. I don't know if he saw something in his game to where, okay, if I let this right hand go, I think I might get countered here. Who knows? But that is what was very evident in this matchup was Whitaker was gun shy with the right hand, with the power. So I don't know why. It could be, who knows? We can speculate to the end of time. But I would have loved to see him throw it a little bit more. I would have loved to see Whitaker stick behind his jab, move forward, and bang the right hand. I didn't see too many very, very nice in and out movement from Whitaker this fight. He was doing good with his lunging lead knee stomp. He was landing a few of those. But Adesanya was pretty much, for the most part, negating all of Whitaker's attacks, landing his leg kicks, and really dominating the space on the feet. And when he did get taken down, it wasn't really much that Whitaker was doing with the takedowns. And so, like I said, I scored it 3-2 for Adesanya, which is what the judges scored it as well. And I think one judge gave Adesanya 4 rounds. I don't see that, but I definitely see Adesanya secured the bag and getting those 3 rounds in the bag, baby. And he's secured the bag. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Adesanya. He's the champ for a reason. The style bender in style. Would have loved to see a finish. But when it's the 2 top middleweights in the world, sometimes the finish is just getting the victory, So credit to Adesanya. It was an absolutely great performance from him. Credit to Bobby Knuckles. It was a very, very, very formidable challenge. The guy had 4 takedowns, but he wasn't really able to capitalize, in my opinion. So credit to both men. It was a phenomenal middleweight chess match, and that's what I said it would be. And I got this one to a T correct, kept it real, raw, and ruthless. I got it right, man. I said Izzy in a 5-round war. You can stat check that, go back, check the tape. I got a lot right in this card. I got a lot wrong. My parlay, all of them were wrong. So, kind of head scratch there, but I did get a lot of fights right as well. So, this is the thing moving on from here, guys. I keep it real, raw, and ruthless. I don't always get it right. It's your guys' decision if you're going to listen to me. So it's up to y'all. But I'm going to give you my opinion every time, real, raw, and ruthless. And I mean, just what a card. UFC 271 was a freaking massive success. Really, really impressed with Bobby Green. Really, really impressed with Moicano. Really, I'm really impressed with all the guys. I mean, Cannonier with the cannons, Taive Tuivasa with the elbows, and Adesanya with the distance control and management, and just taking what the opposition was giving him. And so, shout out to all the guys. Shout out to UFC. I'm really looking forward to these, next matchups in the future for these guys, and I'm just so ecstatic. So that's our UFC 271 recap. We kept it real, raw, and ruthless. Looking forward to you guys in the next show. And yeah, let me know, guys, in the comments. What do you guys like about the show? What can I improve upon? And just keep it real with me. Keep it real, raw, and ruthless with me, baby, because I'm going to keep it real, raw, and ruthless with yo. So, yeah, man, that's it. This has been your Ruthless Report. I am your host, the Ruthless One, a.k.a. Lethal Lee. And I hope that you guys have a great day, and God bless.